It is week 13 of the NFL season. We have two parlays cooked up for you all. It is Austin, joined by Logan. We each have cooked up a beautiful parlay for Sunday for you all to sweat. You guys have loved this video. The last 2 weeks, Logan, I have delivered the people a winner. I think last week was like plus 750. The week before about plus 600. You delivered one on Thanksgiving. We've had 2 weeks off. We need a winner from you, but let's dive into our picks though. And a reminder for all of our people out there, we put quick links down below. So if you are a FanDuel bettor, just like Logan and I, that we have both of our parlays cooked up on FanDuel. If you are there, you can go down to the description. You'll see a couple different links. One will say Austin's parlay, one will say Logan's parlay, and the last one will say a parlay for all the psychos out there, basically. That's combining both Logan and I's parlay into one. It's like plus 3,690 odds. And if we manage to hit that one, we're giving away $250. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button for us. It's free. It's free. You could become $250 richer if we could smack both of these parlays. But Logan, I'm going to lead things off. I'm going to dive into my parlay first, and let's just go into it. Let's see if I can hit 3 straight, which would be ridiculous. Today, I have I have 8 legs, 3 games, 3 same game parlays. So it's a tongue twister, but let's dive into the first game. I'm just going to unveil them with a little, we talk about each game. In the first game, we're going to go to a big game between the Lions and the Bears. Let's talk about these 3 legs. Sam Laporta, 25 receiving yards. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 50 receiving yards. And DJ Moore, 50 plus receiving yards. Now, as we record this, there is no weather concerns for this game, which we love to see. It's going to be a little bit chilly, but that's a normal day in Chicago this time of year. And we see Sam Laporta, he's been super consistent. And this is a Bears defense that really the only thing they are good at is stopping the run. Their secondary is not good. Jalen Johnson is obviously pretty solid, but outside of him, they haven't been really too good, and they play a lot of zone coverage, something Laporta and Amon-Ra are very good at. Amon-Ra is normally a lock for 50 receiving yards. Last week, as you know, he ended with 49 on the dot, but I really think he's going to bounce back here. Always been a spot against the Bears. He dominates. Now, on the other side, we need DJ Moore to get 50 receiving yards, and look, Justin Fields doesn't really have a lot of guys to throw it to. It's DJ Moore, maybe Cole Kmet, and that's about it. Darnell Mooney randomly here and there, but DJ Moore's been his most reliable guy, and this Lions defense really hasn't been that good the past couple weeks. I think we'll have plenty of opportunities for DJ Moore to get us 50 receiving yards, but I really like Amon-Ra and Sam Laporta. I honestly wouldn't mind playing this for just one unit by itself, but I really like all these 3 fellas to get it done. They're in the 1 o'clock window, and I don't have any other picks in the 1 o'clock window. We're going to have our eyes focused on that game. Go get it done. Now let's move to the 4 o'clock window. Arguably the biggest game in the 4 o'clock window. It's the Bills versus the Chiefs. I'm targeting 2 tight ends, Travis Kelce to get 50 receiving yards and Dalton Kincaid of the Bills to get 25 receiving yards. Now, I don't really need to go into analysis on Travis Kelce. I think you know who he is. And honestly, if the Chiefs are going to move the ball, and given the over-under at 48.5, they expect them to move the ball, I think that Travis Kelce is going to have a big role there. The Bills defense has not been as good this season. And while they will obviously not forget where Travis Kelce is, I just think the connection's too strong. In a game, I expect the Bills to be able to put up some points. Chiefs will have to do the same, and I really like Travis Kelce to get it done. You also look at the Chiefs dealing with some running back injuries, probably lean on Mahomes a little bit more on Sunday. And Dalton Kincaid quietly having a great rookie season. I do believe Dawson Knox expected to return. He was a full participant in practice on Wednesday. I expect him back, but I'm still not too concerned about Kincaid. He's been getting a lot of reps, and I imagine this Chiefs defense, which has been very good this season, they're going to key in on stopping Stephon Diggs and heck, Gabe Davis too. I think Kincaid will have a lot of open opportunities in zone coverage, and I really like him to get 25 receiving yards. He could honestly get that in the first half. He could get it in the second half. He can get it on one drive. I really like those 2 fellas. And the final one, going to Sunday Night Football. So it's like we check off the 1 p.m. slate, check off the 4 p.m. slate, and we get Sunday Night Football to hopefully sweat out the last 3 legs and the big game between the Eagles and the Cowboys with the highest over-under on the slate, 51.5. Let's talk with these 3 fellas. Jake Ferguson of the Dallas Cowboys, 25 receiving yards. And then the other 2 are 2 Eagles. I need A.J. Brown to get 50 receiving yards. He cashed out last week for us. I need DeAndre Swift to get us 25 rushing yards. Now, I could talk about Jake Ferguson time and time again. Obviously, the Eagles defense, especially their linebackers, have not been good covering this season. And while I imagine, last time these 2 teams played, CeeDee Lamb went out for like 190 yards. They're going to try their best to slow him down. But if it's not going to CeeDee Lamb, really, Jake Ferguson's been the guy that's been the second most, reliable target for Dak. I expect him to have a good day. And then A.J. Brown, 50 receiving yards. I mean, he's normally pretty good for this. We just saw the Seahawks really abuse this Cowboys secondary. I really think A.J. Brown's normally pretty sure in a vote for 50-plus receiving yards in the final leg. DeAndre Swift, 25 rushing yards last week. He did not get that. They abandoned the run as they got smoked by the 49ers. We kind of saw them in their press conferences say they kind of need to get back to running the football, and I imagine they do that. The strength of that Philadelphia Eagles, offense is their offensive line. 25 rushing yards is not a crazy line for DeAndre Swift. Pretty sure he can get that pretty easily against the Cowboys, who did give up a good amount of yards to Charbonnet. So that's my full parlay. 8 legs, 3 games, 3 same-game parlays, 1 winner. Let's try to hit 3 straight, and that would be absolutely crazy if we did just that. A reminder, my quick link is down below at the top of the description. I know I gave out 8 legs. It will make your life a lot easier on FanDuel if you just go down below, hit the click link. It will automatically load all the legs into your parlay. You just got to click place. But Logan, I'm going to let you take it off. I need a winner from you. You got 6 legs. One of ours is overlapping too. What you got for the people this week?
Yeah, let's cash this parlay. I really do like the one you cooked up for us. I think you're going for 3 straight, but I'm going to get on the board with mine. Let's start with the pass catchers. Michael Pittman Jr. of the Colts. I'm taking him 50-plus receiving yards as our first leg. I just think the volume's going to be there for Michael Pittman Jr. He just gets too many targets, and against a Bengals secondary that we kind of saw Jacksonville be able to exploit, I think there should be plenty of opportunities for him to get 50-plus. And probably going to be a close game there. Now let's go to the second leg. It's a quarterback, but it's a running quarterback. Lamar Jackson of the Ravens. I'm taking him 40-plus rushing yards. Look, at the end of the day, I just think Lamar Jackson is just way too talented, on the ground to ignore. I mean, 40-plus is right in his wheelhouse. He's hit it several times this year. And I think, to kind of salt that game away, that's usually when they use Lamar Jackson's legs. I think he gets it done. Now let's go to another runner, this time an actual running back. I'm taking Christian McCaffrey, our GOAT, 60-plus rushing yards. If you look at the spread in that game, you got a massive spread, 49ers playing at home. Really, I just think they're going to rely heavily on Christian McCaffrey, and I don't think that Seattle's going to be really able to stop him on the ground. 60-plus rushing yards for a running back of CMC's caliber. That should definitely be doable for him. Let's go to the fourth leg. As Austin mentioned, there is overlap with this one. I'm taking Travis Kelce of the Chiefs, 60-plus receiving yards. I just think when it all comes down to it, who does Mahomes trust to throw the ball? It's always going to be Travis Kelce. In those third and mediums or even third and longs, I'm telling you right now, he's going to be targeting Travis Kelce. And I think in a game that does have a high over-under, if the Chiefs are needing to throw the ball, Travis Kelce should get a lot of looks this way. Let's go to another pass catcher for our fifth leg. It's going to be Keenan Allen of the Chargers, 70-plus receiving yards. I love Keenan Allen. I love what he's done this year. He's been a target monster. He's been a receiving, yardage monster. Last week was kind of like the anomaly of the game. You were looking at that score and you're like, what the heck? Is this a baseball score, 6-0? That's more of going to prove to be an anomaly for Keenan Allen's season. I think, in a divisional game against the Broncos, he shows up in a big way. He just, the connection between Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert is just so much stronger than any of the other pass catchers on the Chargers. Yes, the Broncos could try to scheme against Keenan Allen, but it's easier said than done because he just knows how to get open in zone defenses. And that leads us to our last leg. My parlay is only 6 legs, but it's another pass catcher. And speaking of a guy that just no one can cover, CeeDee Lamb, I'm taking him 60-plus receiving yards. I don't know how the Eagles are necessarily going to game plan this Cowboys offense, but at the end of the day, I know CeeDee Lamb is one of those guys that he's going to get his. I would be really shocked if he does finish this game under 60-plus receiving yards, unless they're just completely double covering him. But the Cowboys are talented enough to where you can't really devote that much coverage to just one guy. I think CeeDee Lamb, he's exploited this Eagles secondary before. I think once again he's in line for a big day. That will conclude my parlay. As Austin mentioned, I need to get us a winner. He's been giving us some winners. But mine's plus 651. You see it on the screen. I really do think it stands a great chance at cashing.
Yeah, for all the psychos out there that want to combine both of ours into one, obviously Kelce will take for 60-plus in that parlay because I have him for 50. Logan has him for 60. It is down below for all our psychos at over plus 3,600 odds. So if that hits, we're giving away $250. So just do us a favor, hit that subscribe button on our road to 200,000 subscribers, trying to hit that by the end of the season. Let's have a wonderful Sunday. We have our other video with our best bets posted before this one. Go check it out. We're on an, I think, 18-4 run in the NFL. Been scorching hot over there. So that video is linked on the screen. Go check it out. Austin and Logan signing out. Let's cash some parlays on Sunday. We'll be back for some more picks in the next one. See you then. Peace.